We're talking about a wild story. Yes, an Oklahoma pastor had to apologize after rubbing his spit in a man's eye during a sermon in a Tulsa megachurch. He later apologized, saying he got, quote, too live while speaking the word of God. This absolutely blew our minds, and so I had to bring in the one and only Yasmin Elhady, yes, the one and only, to discuss why this pastor and why the receiver of the spit went along with it. Here is part of that conversation. Your reaction to getting too live.
You know, I feel like this guy just felt the spirit of God running through him. I'm trying not to judge him. What was this guy thinking? Who wants someone spit all up in their eyes, sharing with them every single germ? It feels like a bad pornography video. But I don't like it. I don't like it.
A very bad one. Yasmin, I have equal questions for the other man that was involved, because in the Bible, the man was blind. So he may not have even known that the spit was coming, number one. And number two, he didn't have no options. I believe this man had full vision. He was just there of his own free will. What are you doing, sir?
Yeah, he just saw that man cupping that spit. He just saw him. He just watched him for many minutes, just cupping it. He must have known that it was coming towards him.
I mean,
apparently, did you see the reports? Apparently, it might have been his brother. It may have been his brother.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. That maybe helps it ever so slightly. But you are commemorated in this video forever. So congratulations. Don't trust family.
Almost 2 million views. It went completely viral for, I think, all the wrong reasons. I hope they don't have COVID, man.
There you go. Now, the receiver, as you mentioned, was reportedly the pastor's brother. Would you let a sibling rub their spit on your face if it meant they were a mega-rich pastor who would probably lend you money?
I can't even imagine letting my brother. I remember my brother would just randomly slap me, just like go by like, hey, I can do this. He would just hit me. He would just knock me down just to prove his dominance. So would I let him? No. The answer, I think the short answer is no, and probably I'd break every single one of his fingers.
Now, is your brother older or younger?
He's definitely older.
Okay, so as a fellow older brother, I will say that there are very few things in life funnier than knocking down your little sister.
I know, he loves it.
It's a 10 out of 10.
I remember he like threw a sled one time and it hit me right in the shin and I just fell backwards. He was like, it was just like the cartoons. Kaboom, kaboom. And he just replayed it over and over and over again as my shin swole to twice its size.
Oh, brutal. I remember one time my sister, we had a swing set that would come up out of the ground. It had to have cost $15, but it would basically come up out of the ground every time somebody swung back too far. And I remember one time, just my sister was on the swing, just giving it a little bit of help, just a little bit of help. Next thing you know, she's on the ground. And, by the time my parents came out, I was next door. So, I feel like the statute of limitations is up on that. What other stories from the Bible you think would make some hilarious on-stage recreations?
Oh, my God. I was going to say, Noah's Ark, and everybody just, and then imagine the amount of spit you would have to use to recreate 40 days and 40 nights of rain. You know what I mean?
That would be a ton. Oh, there's so many stories from the Bible that would make fantastic recreations. My brain just is filled with all of them. I'll give them to you on social media, by the way. And if you want to hear more about Yasmin, you can visit her website at yasminelhady.com. She came in, did a fantastic job, as always, and also apologies to my sister. Coming up.